This. Alright. Three.
All rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, everybody. Do a roll call here to determine a quorum. Counselor Baumgartner. Here. Evers. Here. Ferguson.
Here.
I am here. Howard. Here. We are all here. We do have a quorum. We'll call the meeting to order. All right, we'll start off with the public forum. This is the time when the public is welcome to engage the council regarding issues that they may have. If you do come forward to engage council, we ask that you say your name for the meeting record. Just understanding that the public forum is to be limited to 3 minutes. If business needs to be attended to after the 3-minute dialogue, we can direct staff or members from the council or whatever the case is to take the business offline and determine a resolution. But anyway, if anybody is here from the public to address council, now's your time. There's nobody, literally nobody in the audience today in person. So if anybody is virtually here to address council, now's the time to unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
We didn't get anyone who registered.
Not seeing any movement out there, so we'll just close down the public forum portion of the meeting and move into the setting of the agenda. We've all had a chance to review the agenda. If there's any adjustments that need to be made, any consent items that need to be drawn out into discussion or actions like that, now's the time to move on that. Otherwise, call for a motion to approve the agenda as written.
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made by Ferguson, seconded by Evers to approve the agenda as written. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Agenda is set as written. Okay, we'll move down to the consent agenda. It includes meeting minutes from July 7th. The step movement for Damon Coots, step movement for Ashley Jansen, and the approval of a donation from the Renville County Soil and Water Conservation District. That's for $1,623. I believe that was a donation for moving the park.
Yes, that's correct.
And so we thank them. And then June disbursements as well. I'll call for a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Motion's been made by Baumgartner and seconded by Howard to approve the consent agenda as written. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consent agenda carries as written. Okay, we're gonna move down into staff reports here.
Yeah, so the biggest thing happening this week, as you are all probably very aware, is it is Corn Capital Days week. We'll be pulling up the poster here in just a moment. But we are very, very excited. There's lots of things to do this week. Corn Capital Days actually kicked off today. At 4 o'clock, Hometown Bank did dinner celebrating 50 years of Hometown Bank in Olivia. We're very excited that Bold is bringing back their theatrical performance from last year and now making it available to community members for 2 different nights. So that's very exciting. Thursday, we will be opening up the doors to City Hall and doing an open house from 11 to 1. We encourage all community members, yourselves, if any of you are available and would like to talk with community members during the event, just to show them how great this project has turned out. Friday, of course, we're bringing back Downtown Public Market. We're doing an armory open house. The downtown street dance is, of course, a very fan favorite there. Saturday, we're bringing back the corn and bean feed. We have so much going on at Nestor Park. We've actually decided to close down the streets surrounding Nestor Park. So the whole block radius, the streets will be closed for vendors, for the corn Olympics, for the corn toss, for a car show. So lots going on at Nestor Park on Saturday. Of course, the Grand Parade is at 3 o'clock that day. And then Sunday we have the Lions Club fly-in breakfast at the airport. And then we have an arcade triathlon new this year, so much going on in our community and really fortunate. These types of events don't happen without volunteers. So if you find yourself having a couple of hours to give at any of the days, there are opportunities to volunteer. If you find yourself wanting to support the festival in other ways, you can donate, you can purchase t-shirts, which Councilor Howard is wearing, you can purchase raffle tickets, which I have, so don't leave without getting one, to really help support this exciting festival. That's what I got.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Any other reports from staff?
Kind of all encompassing for us.
Any reports from council?
We had our meeting today for our.
Convention and Tourism Board.
Okay, convention and tourism, no, he was. And we did have a couple of applications from Corn Capital Days and from the Olivia Ambulance Service, and they were both approved, so that's good, and there's gonna be some fun stuff on Thursday night with the ambulance service, so pretty excited, and obviously the street dance.
Any other committee reports or council reports?
No PUC this month, so nothing from me.
All right. Okay, very good. I don't have any reports in the last 2 weeks either. Okay, any notices and communications?
Other than the whole calendar of events that are posted for people to participate.
Oh, I would like to make one notice, if it's legal, it's about the corncade. It's about that. So it's on Sunday, it says on Sunday, the triathlon, which is like Miss Pac-Man and the street hoops and the bikes or something. It's actually going on all weekend and it starts Friday,
Okay,
so that was my error in submitting.
Okay,
but the arcade triathlon begins Friday.
Yes,
Cool.
okay, very good. Okay, so the next piece of business here we have is a closed session, so I have some very specific vocabulary. I'm going to call for a motion, okay? So here's how the vocabulary needs to be very specific in order to follow guidelines. So I'm going to call for a motion to close the meeting pursuant to Minnesota statutes 13D.05C3 to develop or consider offers or counter offers for the purchase or sale of real or personal property described as PID 35-35-03090-00.
So moved.
Second. Motion's been made by Howard and seconded by Ebbers for the called motion. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Hi.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. We are now entering into a closed session.
Need to pause, we're gonna.
Okay, the council met in closed session to discuss potentially developing an offer at product ID number 35-03090-00 and chose not to. With no further business on the agenda, I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Motion's been made by Ferguson, seconded by Evers to adjourn. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we're adjourned. Thank you, everybody.
You.